Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2021 International SIP Awards. If you are not aware, SIP Awards is a consumer-based award competition. It's based in California. Normally, they have an in-person event. I actually have never been to it before, but this year, they changed it up. They gave us some at-home tasting kits. So tonight, I will be your judge. So how's everyone doing tonight? Y'all thought it was official too at that beginning too. Like, oh wait, is this real? No, it's just me. But I feel like I had to get a little judgy here, don't you think? I think it suits me well. But what's up, everyone? Thank y'all for joining me this Thursday evening. In the final week leading up to Madness, as y'all know, is the competition on ADHD Whiskey's YouTube channel. So I will be competing against Chad from It's Bourbonite next Friday. I'm also going to do a training session with Matt from Whiskey Crusaders, other Matt, next Thursday, doing a bunch of Texas whiskey. So I thought, you know what, this would be a great time to not only do this award ceremony and try these blind flights, but it's also it's just a good experience and to train myself for actual spirits competition. If anyone wants to hire me as a judge, I'm available, most likely. So what we're going to do tonight is I'm going to taste through all 12. Yes, you heard me right. 12 of these whiskeys blind. So we'll giving them a rating of aroma, taste, and finish. And then at the end of each one, after I've rated them, I actually have the results of what that whiskey is. Now, this is a variety. This could be a craft whiskey. It could be one that you're all familiar with. I don't know. It's blind to us, which is part of the fun experience. It's completely blind. I've had my husband gather the results that can show up on the screen once I've given my ratings to make sure it's fair. But yes, so I'm really, really excited for this. Hopefully you guys are too. Maybe if you've never gone to a spirits competition or whatever, maybe this will give you a little insight as to how it goes, because I've never gone to one. They seem really fun, though, so once COVID's over, I'm going to definitely make those happen in real life. Do want to say one more thing. Thank you. I see you guys talking in the chat about it. Tonight, we are doing a very, very special fundraiser for Earth Day, of course. So one of my biggest favorite, things to do is visit national parks. So tonight, all super chats that come in, all of the profits that I would normally receive from those super chats, I will be donating directly to the National Park Foundation, and I will also be matching those donations. So big shout out to Donnie Webb for keeping track of what comes in tonight and whatever the totals is. I'll let y'all know at the end of the stream of how much we are donating. So definitely, if you want to throw in, your support and your donation, feel free to send a super chat anytime tonight. You'll definitely get your message highlighted on the screen and everything like that. But yeah, everyone was talking about their favorite national parks. So I've only been to like 3 so far. I know. As someone that says they love national parks, man, those 3, I've been to Yosemite, I've been to the Grand Canyon, and there's a small one in South Carolina that I always forget. Adriana reminded me. So I am one of my bucket list goals is to visit, maybe not every national park, but visit a lot of national parks. So this is kind of it's a cause I believe in very dearly. And I thought it was a great organization to support for Earth Day. So, and I don't know, you guys feel free to support, all the organizations. There's so many great ones out there. I know there's a lot of smaller ones doing very specific things, but I just see the National Park Foundation. I'm just in awe every time I go visit a national park. So that's what we're supporting here tonight. But yeah, so y'all feel free to throw in with your super chat what your favorite national park is and what you recommend doing there. It's always fun to do. So I did want to pour a control bourbon. Now, one thing to know about this competition is I'm not ranking these comparatively to one another. So I'm actually judging them all independently. So that's important to know. I'm not going to be trying to say, what's my favorite, that was my favorite. I might say it to y'all, but I think that's not going to influence, I'm not going to say, oh, this one's better, so it's going to get a better score. That's not how we're going to do it. And we got our first super chat of the night from no other, who better to send the first super chat than our good friend at Whiskey Mountains. Thank you so much. Go to Zion, Arches, and Grand Teton. I've seen that written, but I actually don't even know what that is. What is that? Is it like deserty? Is it like Mountains. I'm really curious. I got to look that one up because I actually saw it come up today when I was looking at national park organizations. They have their own charity specifically for that. I just wasn't familiar what it was. Love this cause. Oh, Congaree. Thank you so much. National parks are the best. Well, Whiskey Mountain's got her donation in. Like I said, I will be matching all super chats, all profits from super chats. Of course, YouTube likes to take their chunk, which is unavoidable. Feel free to donate directly if you'd rather do that. But I'm going to match. By me matching it, hopefully makes up for whatever YouTube takes from it. So that was my goal there. And again, thanks again to Donnie to keep up with it. Oh, mountains just off the Yellowstone. Gotcha. Mountains. Tetons. Oh, Tetons. Teton. That's what sounds like. What my people like. If I was a baby and I was trying to say my name, Teton. What's up? Oh, I didn't give everyone a shout out. Sorry, I got caught up in the ascot. It was kind of getting to me. By the way, it is really hot with an ascot on. I had to turn on my AC because I am feeling the heat. And maybe it's not the pressure of the competition either. Let me turn my AC on. By the way, I was asking on Discord earlier. I think I did a decent job tying this with one arm. I mean, I've never tied one before. I actually bought this specifically for tonight. So it may not be the best ascot you've ever seen, but hopefully you get the reference there. But what's up, everyone? Some names I missed earlier in the chat. I saw Donnie who gave the shout out about Earth Day. Yes, happy Earth Day, everyone. Wesley Zeller was here early. Wesley, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. His favorite is Glacier National Park. I'll mention people's favorite national parks if y'all said it. This boy is up to something. I just saw your comment, Adriana. What's up, Sugar Kitty? What's up, Bourbon Noob Patrick? Happy Earth Day. Jen Ardolino, Tim Gargis. I think it's Gargis. Nick. What's up, Nick? Good to see you. Of course. You're always here. But welcome. Don Nishida. Aloha, Don. There's got to be national parks in Hawaii. I just don't know any by name, but oh my God, Hawaii in itself is a national treasure. So definitely, I'm sure Don's definitely a big supporter of nature, and because I mean, obviously, Hawaii's beautiful. Who else we got here? Do I got anyone else that is? Zopher, what's up, Zopher? Good to see you. I think that's caught up other than the super chat. So, okay, what's up, Fred? Fred was the one that triggered me to remind me. I need to go back and check and say hey to everyone. Got our next super chat in here tonight. Donnie the Linux Cat says, Great Smoky Mountains, Arches, and Bryce Canyon. Great Smoky Mountains. We went camping there probably 2017, I think it may have been. It may have been 2016 because we took our honeymoon in 2017. I had always driven around it when I lived in South Carolina, but I never actually gone deep into it. Man, it was beautiful. We camped right by a river. It was amazing. Wesley Zeller in with another super chat. Love the national parks. Glacier is my favorite. I hear that a lot. I've heard Glacier is it's on my bucket list. I have a list of the ones that I want to go to first. Glacier's up there, not only because it's relatively close, but I've seen some photos from Glacier and oh my God, it's just beautiful. But thank you for the super chat and thank you for the donation, Wesley. Zofer 1920 says Yosemite and Joshua's Tree. Of course, you got our California in here, always mentioning Yosemite. Yosemite is amazing, by the way. I had no idea how beautiful. It was my first national park that I ever gone to because we went to it for our honeymoon. Oh my God, I was blown away. I thought I knew mountains in South Carolina. Adriana knows those whiskey mountains are nothing compared to mountains around the rest of the United States. So cheers, Zofer. Appreciate your donation to the cause. So Donnie's going to keep track. I'll keep you guys updated throughout the night at what point we are at with the donations. But yeah, so I poured I don't know if I said this already. I think I started to say it. I poured a control bourbon. So they actually use this neat glass. This is the one they send you for the tasting kit. I'm actually using Glencairns for each of these that I'm going to be rating. But it's my first time using one of these. So I just poured some Buffalo Trace here in the glass. I figured it's a good, low proof. Ooh, I'm spilling it. I don't know how to control this glass yet. Good low proof whiskey. Just kind of set my tone, what I'm going to expect. Now, I don't know the price point of any of these. I based on the one that we did on the gin, some of these were really pricey. So these could be some really expensive pours. I don't know until we get to the results. But we're starting with a budget Buffalo Trace. I feel like it's a good baseline to do. So Don Nishida says Volcano National Park on the Big Island. Pearl Harbor is actually under National Park Service. That's a good point. I did not make it to Pearl Harbor last time I was in Hawaii, but it is also on my list for next time I go. So this is called the Neat Glass, Adriana. It's weird. I don't really know. They say it's the official, a bunch of different spirits awards use this as their official tasting glass. I don't know. Let's see how I think of it. I should drink more water. I just ate a ton of food right before this. I'm like, oh, I'm regretting this. It's like, I don't want to talk about that. That's not glamorous for this wonderful, wonderful occasion. Got to clear my throat to prepare my palate. So yeah, like I said, this is Buffalo Trace, but let's try out the glass. Okay. I feel like the way it's so wide at the top, it like you're engulfed in the nose as you're going in. Like with the Glencairn, the little hole isn't quite wide enough, but this one you have to stick your whole nose in as you're going. So it's like slowly, like the fumes that are like kind of gathering down there. I feel like as you dip your nose in, you're surrounded by it. I see why this is a great one to taste, because especially because they focus so much on like the nose of like nosing the whiskey. This is actually a pretty cool glass. I'm not going to say I'm going to go out and buy a bunch of them, but it's nice to have one. Yeah, like once your nose gets past a certain threshold, you're just like overwhelmed with all of the notes of the whiskey. That's really cool. Now I can't do all 12 of these in one glass. That would be pretty freaking crazy. So we got 4 different Glencairns. I'm gonna rinse them out. We're gonna take breaks in between every 4 whiskeys. Hopefully we can get through all 12. We will go through all 12 because I have to because I have to rate all these. But so we are still doing our after party hangout following this stream. If you're not aware, that is for everyone $10 and up on Patreon. Whiskey bourbon megabyte level. We do that hangout over on our Discord server, which you don't have to be a patron to join the Discord. You can join at bourbonbites.com and be a part of our community there. I've seen a couple new faces pop up there. Welcome to all the new members on the Whiskey and Gaming Lounge. So I'll put up a little banner real quick. Yeah, I'll put that up there. Sure. So just for a while. And then maybe once I get to the results, I'll get rid of it. Okay. Anyways, enough talking. Buffalo Trace is delicious. We all know. Is it overhyped? Yes. So maybe we'll try some whiskeys that may be underrated that we can fall in love with here tonight. Now, I will kind of sort of be guessing that we don't know for sure if these are bourbons, if they're all bourbons, or if they're ryes, if there might be some. I think they're all American, so there might be some American single malts. But once we reveal each of the different whiskeys, we'll find out obviously what type it is. Perry coming in with a 20. Wow. $20 super chat. Shut up and take my money to save the planet. Well, Perry, I appreciate that so much. Yes, we are. Like I said, if you missed it, people that are coming in late, I am matching all donations that come in tonight, and we are donating to the National Park Foundation. So keep the chat going. Tell me about your favorite national parks and which ones you want to visit. If you haven't been to any yet, what's on your bucket list? All right, Perry, appreciate that so much, Perry. It's definitely gonna impact. It's gonna make an impact. I swear. All right. So like I said, we have the tasting box here. So let me go ahead and get that ready to go. So they also give you some coffee beans to smell to reset your palates. Although these do kind of smell a little musty, like they've been in a jar since last year. But yeah, so they come in these. Each of these come in a little vial. So they're right here, and you can't read it, but I'll read it to you. So it does. Oh, they actually never mind. They do tell you what it is. The only one I've done before was the gin one, and the gin one is just like, this is a gin. This is another gin. But they did have one say these are barrel-aged gins, which are obvious because they're color. So this does actually tell you straight bourbon whiskey. This first one is a straight bourbon whiskey. So we do know that. We don't know proof. We don't know price. But y'all will know after we give it our rating. So let's go ahead and dive in to our first of the Sip Awards whiskey tasting experience. By the way, I don't know if they're going to continue to do these online ones moving forward. This is totally new. They had some delays because it's totally new to them getting all these tasting kits sent out. But if they do it in the future, I'll let you guys know, because I reached out to them like the week before the deadline for selling the tickets to it. I was like, hey, I wish I knew about this sooner. I want to have you guys on a stream and talk about it because it's such a cool idea. And of course, it was too late. They said, oh, we appreciate it. Definitely next year. We'd love to come on and talk about it. Unfortunately, didn't happen this year, but we're getting to taste it on the stream. I thought that'd be pretty fun too. So these raise awareness for it. And these are about like maybe half or 0.75 ounce. I'll go ahead and just, you know what? I might regret trying to finish each one, but we're going to go for it. Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Audrey. She says, like the video. Yes, that's all Donnie said earlier. Like this video if you like our planet. Like, yes, obvious. Like dislike this video if you hate the planet. No, please don't, because some people are very, negative. Please don't dislike the video. But I appreciate you guys. I'll save a little bit just in case it's like freaking BTAC or something. I don't know what's any of these. All right, so this is the first one. It's very dark, by the way. Holy crap, that's really dark. Okay. That's a hefty nose. Wow. See, I was a little worried that a lot of these would be like, like when I say crafty, like normally it's like a little young, corn heavy whiskey. I'm already like, this first one is giving me some good vibes. So, wow, that doesn't smell like a Kentucky. It didn't say Kentucky, it just says straight bourbon. Yeah, that smell, it does smell like a bourbon, but it does not smell like a Kentucky bourbon. It has a little bit, I would almost, dare I guess, like a Woodinville kind of thing. There's some kind of like Washingtonness coming through about this. Perry said, I couldn't purchase that from my podcast account, so I had to hop over to my personal one. Regardless, it's important to preserve our planet. I got a dang baby, and I want her to have a beautiful home. Yes, please go check out Perry from This Is My Bourbon podcast. He goes on live at 2 hours before me, so not 1 hour, but 2. We're going to try to figure out something to do in that crossover between while the Rock Gut review is away. So maybe coming soon, you'll see, doubling up. Maybe we'll kind of do like a crossover stream somewhere. Maybe. We'll see. We're figuring it out. But good to have you, Perry, and appreciate you doing the donation. Man, this smells really good. It has like a little bit of smokiness. Definitely a lot of oak influence. This smells like a pretty freaking well-aged whiskey. I could be wrong. No, this is just my experience. I'm kind of practicing a little bit for Matt Madness as I go through these. If I had to guess an age, man, I would probably say it's dark. So I feel like it came from a climate not like Kentucky. So not quite Texas. It doesn't remind me of a Texas whiskey on the nose. Let's taste it before I give it. If I had to nose it and guess it, I would guess it's probably about 6 to 7 years old. Again, not the oldest, but again, for something not smelling like Kentucky, that's my guess. That tastes very familiar. Oh, that's rich. Proof-wise, that's hot. Man, that's got to be cast strength release, I think. I think it's like, I would guess maybe 115 proof, if I had to just guess. It's hot. That's good. There's like a little bit of like a, not like a brown form. Wow. I love this. I actually really, really like this one. It's really rich, wonderful mouthfeel. It's very viscous and thick. The oak isn't as apparent on the palate, so I'm still going to stick around that 6 or 7 year old age statement range I would have guessed originally. Definitely cash for that. I'm guessing like 110, 115 proof. Location, where would I guess? I don't know why I'm guessing. I think it'd be fun to guess it. So, you know what? I'm still going to, I almost want to say Texas. It doesn't taste like, it doesn't have the Texas typical flavor profile. That might even be a California whiskey. It's really hot though. I mean, in terms of score, again, I'm basing these off of nose, taste, and finish. Finish, it gets an A. I'm gonna keep track of my. Oh, by the way, my mouth is watering because it's so viscous. I should have planned where I'm gonna write this. Hold on. There's room over here. I'll move my keyboard. All right, my desk is running out of space because I have all these samples. What's up, Cohen? Good to see you. So I'm going to go backwards. I'm actually going to rate the finish first. That is an absolute A+. That's a fantastic finish. Nose, let me go to the nose. That's delicious. California whiskey, is that a wine? I would say the nose. Am I going to do it? Am I going to give this A's all the way across the board already on my first whiskey of the night? Again, we're not comparing them. So the only thing I'm comparing it to is the Buffalo Trace that I poured before I started this stream. One more taste. I can't spend too long on these. So we got 12 of them to do today. I appreciate you, Donnie. Yes, thank you for reminding people constantly. I'm matching all donations to the National Park Foundation today. So send your super chats in. Man, that's delicious. I think it's fantastic. I'm giving it an A all across the board. That is an A. So y'all ready for a reveal of what this one is? I guess I do have to name some notes that I have to write down and submit. So this is for my own future reference. There's like a bit of definitely a lot of oak, but it almost goes banana bread. Like the kind of it for a second I was like, wait, is this Old Forester? But it's not quite as strong as that. But it's like a banana bread, almost like a cherry tart. Like banana bread and a cherry tart had a baby. It's kind of what it reminds me of. But it's got a really nice caramely, like creme brulee kind of sweetness to it. So y'all ready to find out what this whiskey is? Let's do it. So this whiskey, first whiskey of the night. Let's go to the reveal. All right, y'all ready for this? This is new to me too. What are we drinking? Oh, okay. Colorado bourbon. Oh, $2.90. You know what? I've never had them. I have never had them. I know they're pricey. Yeah, this is $100. It's a single barrel proof. I knew there was something. I was like, is it Washington? Is it California? I'd never had a Colorado whiskey. So Holy crap, I like that. That is really good. $100. I think that's a little pricier than I probably would have expected to be. I was probably thinking around like the $70 range. But wow, color me impressed. I've actually talked to the folks from 291. They weren't able to do media samples at the time, but maybe I'll try reaching out again now that they got A's. I'll subtly say like, hey, you guys, I rated you guys as an A across the board at the SIP Awards this year. Wow. Okay. I like this one a lot. So let's go ahead and move on to whiskey number 2. Because like I said, we got 12 of these to get to. Have y'all tried anything from them? I'm really curious to see what y'all think. Cohen asks, what is the National Parks Foundation? So it's kind of confusing. There's 2 different organizations. I did some research on this earlier today. The National Parks Foundation is the official charity nonprofit of the national parks. It goes towards conservation. It goes towards promoting them. It is it's funded by Congress for the most part, but it also relies on donations. There's another foundation called National Park Conservation Association. Now that one is what they do. They're kind of like a gatekeeper for the national park. They are a citizen-led group. They're kind of more of an advocacy. They basically keep track of the National Park Foundation, make sure their money is going towards things that it should be going towards, and they're just basically, they make them accountable. So both fantastic organizations. I just figured for Earth Day, I wanted to put more money towards people that are taking physical actions in the park, but both are fantastic organizations. If you can donate to both, please do, because they are both fantastic organizations. I did do some research on them. I wanted to make sure I wasn't like donating to some like, sketchy thing, but they are both very highly rated on. Now there's a website that you can check nonprofits. You can check like how accountable, how much of their money goes towards their membership kind of thing, or how much actually goes into their programs. And National Park Foundation does have a very high score there. So, all right, I know, Donnie. I know y'all can play. I'm one to talk, Donnie. Let me move on to whiskey number 2. That is 00104. I had to get all my announcements up front. It's not like I was just talking about that one whiskey for 20 minutes. But thank y'all for helping me keep time. So, all right, pouring our second whiskey here. It's pretty dark too. It's not quite as dark, I don't think. Yeah, let me reset my palate here a bit, because again, not comparatively. That's a great question, Cohen. He says, is it for national parks? What about state parks and local parks? I know there's different organizations. They might even be branches of the National Park Foundation, or not foundation, but National Park Services. I don't know. Maybe Adriana. Maybe she knows. She's the nature girl to talk to. Full Cliffy with an ascot by the end of the night. Oh yeah, trust me. Tonight's after party is gonna. This ascot may just come off. It might come off before then because I'm still getting a little hot. All right. So, thank you, Fred. Appreciate you guys. All right, palate is reset. Whiskey number 2. Okay, it's only for national parks. I thought so. I didn't want to fully say that, but but yeah, it's specifically for national parks, but they do a lot of really good stuff. I researched them a bit. I've heard of them before, obviously. I mean, a lot of people have heard National Park Foundation, but I wanted to make sure I was supporting a cause that I truly believed in what they were doing. Okay, this one has a little bit of, dare I say, marzipan as I wear my ascot, but it has a little bit of like, I want to say Play-Doh is the first thing I think of, but marzipan is probably the more appropriate answer. It has more of like a crafty kind of taste to it, or nose to it. There's some cherry. There's definitely some cherry in the nose. It doesn't smell super high proof. I'm not sure how it'll taste. Yeah, let's go and give it a taste. It's hard to get too much on the nose. I'll go back to it though. Similar. Definitely not as high proof. I think this is a similar flavor profile. Now, yes, some companies can submit multiple whiskeys for consideration. So that's kind of one of the faults of doing these blind, because I might taste something back to back with another one of their products. So I'm not going to say that. I might end up, if it ends up happening more than once, I'm probably going to do these in a random order, so they're not exactly back to back. I mean, that's a great point, Cohen. He says local parts need the most support because they get the least financial support. Yes, please support your local parts. I wanted to pick something big picture for the stream, but definitely, yeah, I encourage supporting that too. Please, just this Earth Day, give back to an organization you believe in that goes back to helping our planet here. So appreciate that. Next super chat coming in from Nick. He said, always have to support whiskey drinkers that love the outdoors and drink them out as well. You kind of have to, don't you, when you're with Adriana, but I appreciate that, Nick. Yes, thank you. I appreciate your support too. So Adriana says, if you can at least get your matching part of donation in today, it'll be tripled today. Oh, wait. Oh, are they matching donations too? Who's matching that? Please let me. I didn't realize that someone else was matching donations today. I can get it in today. I was planning to wait till YouTube settled all the stuff, but if there's an incentive to donate it today, I will do it, because then if we can triple our impact, that's even better. I didn't realize that. That's so cool. What's up, Swan? Our good friend Swan. Swan's hopefully going to join me for some streams here soon, or maybe some recorded videos. We've been talking about a few ideas. Love to have him on. Maybe try a little bit of things outside of his comfort zone. I don't love the nose on this one as much. It's not giving me as much. It does have some cherry sweetness. It does have... On the palate, I would say the palate's better than the nose. I would have to give the nose on this one a C. I'm not loving it. Palate, though, I think palate is an improvement. It has some of those oaky... I love when there's something that tastes kind of crafty, but also has a lot of oak impact, but doesn't taste over oaked, like over tannic. So I'm gonna give palate a B. Finish wise, mouth feels not quite as viscous. There's really not much of a finish. I got to give that a C as well. I'm not loving the ooh, almost dropped my pen. I'm not loving the finish on that one. So so that one's a C, B, C. What's up? Oh, Bourbon Dude. What's up, Patrick? Thank you so much. With our powers combined, I am Clifton Planet. Wait, what is that referencing? Dang it. I know that reference. I'm just blinking. Bird Boy. What's up, Adam Free? Another patron here tonight joining us. Little late joining. Had to put the kiddo to bed. No worries, Adam. Appreciate you joining. Thanks for stopping in. I'm loving the pictures. Okay. The Whiskey Mountain says board of directors will triple match today according to their website. Well, y'all's impact is going to be triple because I'm going to get this money in tonight. So y'all got to remind me when Cliffy is on the hangout tonight. Y'all got to make sure we get that donation in. All right. So let's move on to whiskey number 3 because we are about halfway through our stream. So I got to work on it. Oh wait, we got to reveal that. Holy crap! Wow. This is what happens when you put on an award show by yourself. You don't have a controller like a producer. All right, let's reveal what this whiskey was. Told y'all that's going to be a problem. So moving forward, I'm not going to chase. I'm going to mix up the order a bit. So how about we do it that way? Just so we're not doing things back to back. This is also Colorado bourbon whiskey. I did say it is similar. It doesn't quite do it for me now. Small batch, $75. That one just doesn't sell me. For $25 more. That single barrel proof, man, that was amazing. Now, who knows if they picked their best single barrel they've ever made to submit into this competition? You never know. But the small batch is kind of meh for me. I mean, it's a moderate score, but I didn't love that one as much as I love the barrel proof. So there's the results for that second one here. Heather, what's up? Good to see you. Cohen says we need to get more skate parks in local parks. There's a skate park right beside my house, actually. They're huge in Southern California. Before Cliffy gets to the hangout, he should make that donation. Well, Donnie, thanks to your wonderful spreadsheet, I may do that. I may do it live so you guys can see, like, hold me to it. Nick says I'm 5 feet away from Colorado and can't get 291 in Utah. That sucks. Well, definitely, if you're going for it, go for that barrel-proof single barrel because that was fantastic. Small batch was good. It just wasn't my favorite. All right, so I'm going to mix this up. I'm going to do a different one now. I'm going to pick 00207, just so we're not going to do, in case they submitted a third whiskey, just so we're not drinking that one too. So let me go back to this. So, all right, 00207. It's also this is a small batch bourbon. All it just says is a small batch. And then it has less than 11. I don't know what that means. Less than 11 year? That would be weird. I don't know what the less than 11 is, but we'll find out. So this is 00207. I'm not doing the full samples, by the way. I realize like it's a lot to try to drink it and talk about it and rate it and then talk to you guys too. So that's a lot. All right. Got that on the chart. Wow, there's not really much happening on the nose here. I'm trying to I always like to swirl it a bit because I'm like, we gotta wake up that nose a bit, especially when it's a fresh pour like that. I'm gonna have to do them so quickly. Oh, okay. Giving me some Buffalo Trace vibes here. Maybe some mash bill number 2. Definitely smells like a Buffalo Trace product. Not quite the mash bill number 1, not quite like the cherry that you would get on like a Eagle Rare or a Buffalo Trace. This is very reminiscent of Blanton's. So, hey, you might find your new budget Blanton's here or your new overpriced Blanton's. Yeah, nose, it's very delicate. It's a little floral. Not too much. It's very, I guess I would say, balanced. I don't know. Well, I mean, I've told you this before. I don't love the nose on Buffalo Trace mash bill number 2. I think it tastes good. I just don't think it's my favorite nose. It's not my favorite. Buffalo Trace in general isn't my favorite thing. I poured that tonight as a baseline, but y'all know I typically gravitate towards the Heaven Hill and Jim Beam is my favorite. So it does give me some Buffalo Trace vibes on the nose. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. Cheers, guys. I realize I haven't cheersed you guys yet. Cheers. Let me know what you're drinking in the chat below. Or if you're watching the replay, #replay squad below. Y'all are in the chat to the left or to your right. To your right. Yeah. Okay. This is familiar. Now, I shouldn't be trying to guess what this is. It's familiar, though. This almost, now I'm like, I originally was saying like Blanton's. It almost tastes weeded. This tastes like a bit weeded. You know, almost Weller-ish. This is very similar to like a weeded mash bill from Buffalo Trace. I think it's very light. I don't think it's the best finish for sure. Again, we're not comparing it to the other ones. I got to remember that. So I'm not going to try to say, oh, well, I prefer the other one. The nose, you know, even though it's not super prominent, it's actually a pretty good nose. I'm going to give that a B on the nose. I'm running out of space here. There we go. Let me get one more taste before I get the palate. It's good. It's very light, but I will say it tastes like a solid whiskey. It tastes like something I've had before. It tastes like something I've enjoyed before. I like that one. I'm going to say that one is a B on the nose, and I would say a B on the finish. There's not much of a finish going for it, but on the palate, I'll give that an A. I think that was actually really good on the palate. It's not typically my favorite mash bill, but yeah, that's actually interesting. So before we get to the results, let me get caught up in the chat here. High West Rendezvous Rye. I see some High West fans out there. Another, I keep thinking High West is Colorado, but it's Utah. Adriana's taught me that. Each other single barrel. I saw that picture. That's so jealous. I'm so jealous. Some of those are really, really great. Chattanooga 111, Wesley. Actually, I had a Chattanooga whiskey for the first time about 2 weeks ago. I went to like a small local meetup thing, and someone had Chattanooga, and I don't remember which one it was. I have to check my, I think I showed Donnie the bottle when I was doing it. So maybe Donnie might know. If not, I need to check my camera roll. All right. Y'all ready to see what 00207 is? My guess, again, if I had to guess, I would say, I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to say freaking Weller. Proof-wise, I would say probably like, you know, the proof is the only thing that makes me think it's not Weller, because it's like not quite, it doesn't taste like 107, but it also doesn't taste like, what is it, 83 or whatever. What is the proof on Special Reserve? Weller single barrel? Doubt it. But all right, let's go ahead and see what this whiskey is. Oh, I was completely wrong. Cutwater bourbon whiskey. Funny enough, I've actually had Cutwater. Let's see what their mash bill is. I'm actually curious because I have had that. I've been to their distillery actually, with a few people who watched my channel. I don't know what this one is. Is this a wheated mash bill? I think they tell you. Got it in my birthday. Okay. Come on now. I'm curious. if it's weeded because it tastes pretty weeded to me. There's nothing telling me about it at all. Great, wonderful. Thank you, Cutwater, for telling me nothing about your whiskey. Yeah, there's no info here. There's a rye. They have a rye. There's a bourbon. Here we go. Bourbon whiskey. Bourbon. Nope, it's a blend of bourbon. That's all they tell you. They don't tell you. But you know what? To me, that tastes like a wheated bourbon. It is 90 proof. So I was thinking it wasn't quite like as low as like an 80 proofer. So that's actually pretty good. I'm very impressed with Cutwater. Yeah, Cutwater Spirits. Wow. Donnie, that's amazing. So this is the power matching currently after matching the total with 336. Now, Donnie, I'm assuming that means with the board of directors match that Adriana mentioned, right? That's not just the times two, because if that's times two, like holy crap, I feel like that's times three though, right? But I appreciate that, Donnie. That's awesome. Like I said, if you're joining us a little bit later in the stream, all super chats tonight, or all profits from super chats, are going to be donated to the National Park Foundation for Earth Day. I will be matching all of those donations, and we learned recently that the board of directors for that foundation will be also matching, with all the matching if I get it in today. Okay, all right, we're going to get it in today. But first of all, we got to get this whiskey in my mouth. All right, let's go ahead and try 00204, keeping it mixed up. That was actually, I was very impressed by that. I've tried a flight of their whiskey. I thought it was overpriced, but that says it's $45. That's actually that's approachable price for that. I would pay that. I'm glad to know that their whiskey is actually really good. All right. Oof. All right. Let's go ahead and move to what I say, 2020 or 00204. This is also a small batch bourbon. Cutwater is in San Diego. We actually went to it was right before the pandemic happened. I actually met up with a few people there. They're known for their canned cocktails, which by the way are fantastic. Especially their Bloody Marys are awesome. They have a tiki, like a rum. What is it? Mai Tai. They have a Mai Tai. They have a whiskey and soda. They have a vodka and soda. All of their canned cocktails I've tried have been awesome. That's what they're more known for than their whiskey. But I'm glad to hear their whiskey was pretty legit. Bites with an ascot, and I hope he doesn't grow a straggly beard and let his hair grow out. Get fat. Well, I'm already working on getting the fat part of it. But yeah, I choose not to grow a beard. I tried when COVID first happened. Yeah, it doesn't suit me. It just doesn't suit me. Wesley says the board is actually tripling every donation, so it'll actually be 6 times. So mine will be doubling it. Oh my god, this is math. Donnie, I'll let you do the math there. Just keep track of it for me, because I don't want to like overcommit. And I get drunk and I'm like 6 times. And I just throw like freaking $3,000 at him, which again, that's not a bad thing to do. But I'm just saying I don't want to accidentally do that. Yeah, the Cutwater mixed drinks are beautiful. Donnie, yeah, I was gonna say I have nothing against them. I'm gaining the weight here too. All right. Yeah, that was a lot harsher than I thought. Fred says, damn, Co. I was like, as I was reading that, I'm like, oh, that was harsh. I shouldn't agree with that. I was agreeing with it. I'm like, oh, shit. No offense. I don't know Fred personally, but this is not making fun of him. It's obviously in good humors. All right. Oh, wow. Ooh, this is giving me some Knob Creek vibes. Okay. Oh, wow. That's very nutty. Very oak. What the hell? Is this Knob Creek? Are you just fucking with me? Is this just like Knob Creek? You know, man, that's such a signature Jim Beam nose. I said Jim Beam nose. Nutty but oaky. The oakiness is what makes me think Knob Creek. Let's go ahead and try it. Cheers, guys. Nutty. Oh my god, if that's not Jim Beam, I'm gonna be so confused. That is the most Jim Beam flavor profile I've ever gotten in my life. Oh, thank you, Donnie. I'm checking the. I know I said bean. Swan's here when I say the bean. All right, Donnie, thank you for sharing the info. He says to celebrate Earth Day today only, triple your gift. Celebrate the 51st anniversary of Earth Day. Our generous board will triple every donation to the National Park Service. So that's right. So I'm doubling. So that is times 6. Holy crap. What an impact we're going to make here tonight. Like I said, all super chats, all profits from super chats will go directly to them, and I'll donate it today because why not? We got to get that triple that. That's awesome. Right now we are at, what are we at? Oh, there. So with them tripling it right now, we are at $336. So If you again, $10 equals $30, or holy shit. So if you give $10, that equals $60 based on that matching. Holy crap, that's awesome. I'm very excited for this. With my strokes tonight? What strokes? What are you talking about? My strokes. My stroking my beard? What? Anyways, moving on. Okay. What the heck is this? This is the most Jim Beam. I would almost want to maybe Old Tub. I don't know. It could even be their 15-year. It's old. It tastes old. It almost tastes like the 15-year Knob Creek, the 100 proof one. If I had to make a guess, I would guess, this is totally random, I would guess 15-year Knob Creek limited edition. Just a guess. I would guess 100 proof. I would probably think a little bit lower, honest. Watch me be totally off, but I would say 90 to 100 proof is what I would say with this one. All right, y'all ready for the reveal? Wait, I didn't rank it. Shit. Well, if it's Knob Creek, y'all know I'm gonna love it. 10, 10, 10 across the board. That is an A+ right there. 00204. A. Old Granddad Bonded. Maybe, but it tastes older. To me, it's older. It tastes like some of those Knob Creek, those older 13, 14-year picks. But proof down. It doesn't have the proof. It's definitely not 120 proof. But all right, let's go ahead and reveal what this whiskey is. What did I say it was? 00204. Y'all ready for this? What? Okay. I've never had Bib and Tucker. Do they source from Jim Beam potentially? Because that is a 10-year. I said I did think it was older, so I said 15. Had a little bit extra there. Definitely tastes old. Whoa. I didn't know I liked Bib and Tucker. $100 small batch. That tastes like a really nicely done Knob Creek. A little lower proof, I think. Little double the price too. But well done, Bib and Tucker. You convinced me that you were Knob Creek. So that's what I think about that one. Bib is Dickel? Really? Sorry for the car alarm going off outside. Wow, that's Dickel. I told y'all before, I'm not totally opposed to Dickel. I just have had some bad Dickel in my life. Wow. Okay. Okay, someone turn off here. Thank you. All right. We're putting on a show here. You got to turn off that alarm. Wow. Color me impressed. I love that. That was so good. I got to try that. I got to look into them more because I've never had anything from them before. All right. Got to keep the show moving here. We got to rinse out our waters. I brought a metric. Okay, it didn't break. We're good. I had a sample bottle at the edge of my desk, and I was like, oh, please don't shatter. We're good. All right, so since I need something with a pour spout to rinse out my glasses, I have a measuring cup because I didn't want to make a mess all over my desk. All right, so we're going to fill it out. We did our first 4. We're going to keep it moving. I was going to take a break at this point, but you know what? We're keeping it moving because we might go a little overtime again tonight. We've been doing that a lot lately. No, sorry for the car alarm. All right, could you imagine if I just drank whiskey like this, like shots? White dog shots, everybody. All right. Y'all ready for part 2 of 3? We'll try 4 more. Like I said, I was going to take a break, but we got to keep it moving. There we go. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all sticking around. All right, I'm going to pick a random one. I'm going to go 00201. This one is, again, a straight bourbon whiskey. Actually, I know what I can do. Not potentially make a big mess here. There we go. 00201. There we go. By the way, I am using... I should be using them on my glass. I'm actually using it to weigh down my judging sheet. I am using my... crap, I forgot the green screen. Bourbon by Challenge Coins. Which, by the way, I've been getting a lot of nice comments from you guys. Oh, I like how it looks like it sparkles. I've been getting a lot of nice comments from you guys about these challenge coins. I'm glad y'all like it. I'm glad y'all think they are thick. That was intentional. Yeah, so if you want to get your own Bourbon by Challenge coin, they are available. still available. Just Venmo at Bourbon Bites, $20, and then message me your address, and I will send one your way very soon. All right, let's move on to Whiskey 00201. Kings County. I have not tried Kings County. I know Swan has a peated one from them. He was offering samples at one point. I want to try that one. Nick says the coin is currently on my Glen. Get yourself a thick BB coin. BBC. Get a thick BBC. Oh my god, I'm gonna get demonetized. Okay. Thick bourbon. That stands for Bourbon Bites coin, by the way, if you're curious. All right, 00201. Let's go and give this. This is a very light colored. Like, it's so much lighter than the other ones we've been drinking. Okay. Smells young. Very corn forward. Yeah, very, very young. Very corn forward. Not loving the nose on this one. Let's go ahead and try it. Cheers. That ain't it, plus. It's almost sour. Like, it just tastes like mash, like White Dog. That's a really, really young. What did it say? It said it was a bourbon, right? Yeah, straight bourbon whiskey. Wait, straight means it's at least 2 years old, unless they put an age statement. I have a hard time believing that's 2 years old. That's young. That's corny. Pretty much. That's a no. It's the finish is probably the best part of it. So, yeah. Someone else's alarm's going off. I hope they're not like freaking breaking into cars on the road. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give that nose and taste a D. I mean, these go all the way to F. It goes A, B, C, D, E, and F. How about this? I'll give the nose a D. I'm gonna give that taste an E. I'm sorry, that's a little harsh, but I just tastes really young. That needs way more time. Finish, I'll give a C. The finish is the best part, I think, of that. I don't love that one. You should get a custom Glencairn caps to sell. They're better than the coins, and some reviewers are going to these. Oh, I think Whiskey Dick has one. I need to look into that. Although the purpose of these is to go on top of the Glencairn. They work just fine. I made sure they were big enough too. So I should not lift this up. Normally I would have my other hand holding it, but that's obviously not going to happen. So, all right, but yeah, they do fit on top of the Glencairn. All right, let's reveal that one is, because I'm not loving that one. What did I say? It was 00201. Oh, okay. I've heard of this. I don't like this. Have y'all had Redemption? I know they have a Castro that's supposedly better, I think. I don't like that. That's young. I almost want to say young, like sourced MGP. Am I right? Like they sourced young barrels from MGP. That's just a guess. That's not it. That's just not it. That's not my thing. So no, sorry. Again, it's blind. I have no idea what I'm trying. So that's just my opinion. But yeah, don't care for that one at all. So let me go ahead and move on to. I'll do another one. Mixing it up here. Okay, let's do this one. This is 01108. It's also another straight bourbon whiskey. Oh, it's Young MGP. Thank you, Wesley. Yeah, that would be my guess too, because I would say there's another distillery I've had that's also really young MGP, and that tasted very similar. That one was Castrant, though. This one's not Castrant, so it did throw me off a little bit there, but oh yeah. Got Redemption in a blind flight. It was awful. Yep. Yeah, that's a pass for me. So I don't feel as bad giving it an E. It doesn't fail. It's not the worst. F is like, I just have to spit it out. Like, none of these have gotten F so far. They've actually done very, very well so far. So let's see how 01108 does. By the way, I saw the viewers. Oh, it was at 26. Now it's 24. I keep mentioning this. I'm sorry for those that's repetitive too, but it's actually a really important cause. We are raising money for the National Park Foundation today. Your donation will be times 6, I guess, according to the advertisement they're putting up, because I'm matching all super chat donations to the National Park Service, and then the board of director is tripling them. So technically times 6, whatever you put in. So every $10 basically makes a $60 impact. So just so y'all know. All right, 00108. Whiskey Dick and Mash and Drum both are using them and sell custom ones with their logos. Love the glass ones. Definitely, I'll ask Whiskey Dick because he actually gave me some advice on glassware, because he has some really awesome etched Glens and etched rocks glasses. By the way, if y'all are ever interested in me making this, please let me know. I don't have a storefront yet, so I don't know how I would actually sell them. But if there's any interest in that, please let me know, because I would definitely be interested in making them, getting them done. I would have to do something other than just my logo, because my logo is like Bourbon Bites on a Glencairn. So I'd have to maybe do that, the one-up logo I have with the whiskey cup. That might be what I would do on glassware, just because a Glencairn on a Glencairn might look weird. But we'll try it. Okay, this is what I need to be doing. Thank you, Donnie, for the advice. Appearance: pale gold in the glass. The spirit beads and slowly forms tears. There's a distinct sour grain and vanilla yogurt. Pencil shavings and unripe peach make appearances. Damn, Donnie, you should have done this. You should have done this for me. My notes are very minuscule. The notes that I'm giving are just first impressions. You don't have to give notes. You can submit notes. I'm going to submit some notes with these. I'm going to reference my own stream. They're mainly looking for the scores, though. But that's those. Shit, Donnie. I can maybe get that detailed if I was doing this for like three or 4 hours, spending time on each and every one of these. But for a 1 hour live stream, that's not going to happen. It's probably going to go a bit over 1 hour here. William Davilar, I think that's how you pronounce it, with the $20 super chat. Appreciate you, William. Like I said, multiply that. That basically equates to a $120 impact. Holy crap, that's so awesome. Appreciate that so much, William. Awesome, appreciate that. Oh, his notes are from Whiskey Wash. Really? I was like, why did that sound so spot on? I was like, that actually sounds like how I feel about this whiskey. It doesn't sound it sounds a lot more appetizing than I said, though. Always love that kind of return on my money. I know it's like gambling, but like for the environment, for Earth, versus for us. I'm here for that too. Cheers, William. I appreciate that so much. So that means we are up at a total. Our total impact so far is 420. By the way, how did y'all celebrate 420 earlier this week? I personally did not partake. I'm not a big fan of smoking it myself, but I know a lot of people here celebrate it. I definitely smelled it in the air in California. So we're at 420 impact. All right, so let's go ahead and go on to 1108. Okay, spicy. They said it's a bourbon? Yeah, bourbon. On the nose, I would guess rye. Definitely a high rye mash bill in this one. It's like rye bread. It's definitely a high rye bourbon. Whoa, that's weird. That caught me off guard. What the hell was that? Cinnamon? Like infused? What on earth? That tastes like a hot toddy. Okay. This is a straight bourbon whiskey. That tastes like there's something added to this whiskey. Malty on the taste. There's still some hints of rye spice on it. Chocolatey. Chocolate malts and milk balls, like the Whoppers. But cinnamon. Like those are like doused in like a cinnamon powder. I find it very hard to believe that's a straight bourbon whiskey. But you know what? It may be. It may be. We have to look this one up, though, for sure. What the hell? Fireball. Did the shelf turds get my sample bottles? No, that's weird. It's not like a Fireball candy. It's like actual cinnamon, but like malty milk. Slot machines and bourbon bites have the same nickname. Do you know what it is? Oh God, I don't want to know. I'm not gonna feature your comments anymore if they're controversial. I might read them and giggle. Old Elk. I've not had Old Elk. Good guess though, Fred. I've never had them. That's so malty. Whoa. Nose is now. There's a little bit more on the malt on the nose now that I've tried it. As much as I feel weirded out by it, I'm not off put by it. Now, here's where it gets tricky, because I'm going to rate this as if it actually is a Kentucky straight bourbon with no flavor added. And I know this is controversial because I know it's a blind flight and I'm not supposed to know what it is. However, if that ends up having flavor added to it, I'm going to have to deduct points from the score I give it, because I feel like that's unfair. And they're entering this competition as a bourbon, and people that may not be as familiar with whiskey try that and they're like, wow, I actually taste cinnamon now, and I taste like real flavors now. This is the AAA, but that's because it's been added. So we'll do some research on this one, but I'm going to judge it as if this is straight up how this whiskey turned out without anything added to it. Nose is the weakest point. Palate is pretty damn good. And finishes too. I'm going to give the nose a C. What is this? 01108. I'm going to give the nose is a C, but the taste and the finish, I'm going to give it B. Now, this is dependent on if this is actually anything flavored, because if it's flavored, again, it just says straight bourbon whiskey on the thing. Let's find out the results, shall we? So we got some guesses from Chattanooga. One Arm Bandit. Ha, okay. Yeah, good point. And it's also that this is almost like a neckerchief. All right, let's see what this one is. This one was weird. All right. What the fuck, Redemption? What are y'all doing to your whiskey? I was right about the high rye though. I did say on the nose that's a rye heavy whiskey. Redemption high rye, $30. Okay, maybe they've redeemed themselves. Yeah, I dig it. It tastes like there's cinnamon added to it. That's very bold of a flavor. Well, they get to keep their score. I assume there's nothing added to it. Yeah. Well, have y'all tried Redemption High Rye? Because maybe you should as a flavor bomb. They gotta do something with that. Man, I gotta look that up. I don't got time tonight, but I'll look it up eventually. All right, moving right along to whiskey number 7. So we're just past halfway through. I promise y'all, we're gonna speed up this last little bit. We're gonna go a little bit faster. 00206 small batch bourbon. I need to reset my palate with some water real quick, because that one was so weird. All right, first I'm gonna reset my palate with Buffalo Trace. After that, the Buffalo Trace is just so bland, and I know I'm not supposed to be looking at this comparatively. It's fine. All right, water. Oh, I love those, Fred. He's having a chocolate stroopwafel. All right. Where's the coffee beans? Where's the coffee beans? All right, palate has been reset. Let's move on to this whiskey. Okay, young again. Corn sweetness. Although it's a lot more balanced than that weird one earlier. It's young, but it doesn't smell too young. It smells like, I would guess, 3 to 4 years based on the nose. Potentially a little bit younger. What's up, Sam? Sam Sanctorum of Spirits. He said, "You're a Sip Awards judge." No, this year they did home tasting kits. So yes, technically I am. I should not take credit for that. So yes, I'm a Sip Awards judge, but this is a home tasting kit. I just thought I would do a live stream of it. All right. Yeah, I would guess 2 to 4 years on the nose. Let's get a taste. Cheers. Really light. Not bad though. Again, I'm judging this not knowing the taste of it. I mean, not knowing the price of it. I would think this is a really good budget young whiskey. Almost, it's reminiscent of some of the benchmark. Did y'all get those benchmarks? I mean, you probably didn't, because no one did. Brian Brennicky got those benchmark foolproof, small batch, single barrel proof, and he bought me bottles of all of them. Thank you, Brian, again. Brian's not here because he's at the Whiskey Weekend, which I wish I could be at. It does remind me of a kind of a elevated benchmark. A benchmark for good whiskey. Oh, thank you, Adriana. Should be a judge because I'm freaking nailing it. Oh, I like that, Donnie. Only Brian Brennicky got them. He was the only person in the United States that got those. You know what? I've never heard of anyone else buying them. So I think you may be right there, Donnie. You might be just right on that one. All right. Let me go and get to the judging of this. We still got Like five more to go. For what I assume is a cheap, young whiskey, I think it checks all the boxes for what it's trying to be. So I'm going to give this one, what was this one? 00206. Yeah. I'll give the aroma a B. I'll give the taste an A. And I'll give the finish a B. It doesn't have much of a finish on it, but for what I'm assuming is probably a young one, I will say, yeah, that's my score. I'm confident with that. Let's go see what that one was. 00206. All right. Oh, okay. So it is. It's an affordable budget pour. I've never had anything from Bird Dog. I know what their bottle looks like. Their bottle is actually really unique. Yeah, I was impressed for $25. It's nothing that's going to blow you away. It's on par with certain I would say sub $20 bottles. I wouldn't personally pick it up because I'm kind of feel like I'm at a point where I'm craving more flavors than this one gives you. But yeah, nothing bad about that one. Well done, Bird Dog. All right, let's keep this going. I have to go back into it and hide it every time I do that. All right. Okay, we got 5 left. Let's go ahead and pour this one. 00203. This is another small batch, less than Cliffy's here. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, there's nice little bubbles in it now that I dropped it. It says small batch, less than 11. I don't know what the less than 11 means. Less than 11 years, less than 11 bottles. I don't know what less than 11 means. So we're just going to have it at that. Oh, it may have been just the state of Indiana. Well, that would make sense because that's where Brian is. Bird Yard, 10 years decent, only worth the odd old $30 price. Yeah, I think this is just this. I think it was just a small batch, but yeah, it's pretty decent pour. Brandon, what's up, man? Glad you could stop in for a bit. Cliffy's definitely here. All right, 00203. By the way, I appreciate y'all sticking around for overtime. We are 2 minutes overtime. I will still make my donation. I don't know for sure at midnight Eastern. So just to be safe, I will definitely do it at the beginning of my I'll do it at the beginning / in between the stream and the hangout. So how about that? I had a heart attack. Thought it broke when all over the keyboard. No, I was just worried about being loud for you guys. I apologize. It was so loud. Buys Handles of Wild Turkey 101 for $25. He ain't buy Bird Dog. He knows better. I said it's not for me. Brandon knows what's up with the Handles of Wild Turkey 101. All right. You're right, but I don't think it's a bad whiskey. All right. Okay. Wow, that sounds like super nerdy. Okay. I think this one is my voice cracked there a bit. I like this. It's balanced. It's screaming Kentucky. Little nutty. Not quite like what I thought was Jim Beam, which was obviously not. It was Bibb and Tucker. It's got some nuttiness there. There's like some dry peanut, almost like a Booker's. Oh, just on the nose. Kind of like that dry peanut kind of note that some Bookers give you. Definitely seems like it has some age on it. I would guess 10 years based on the nose. It smells really interesting. Let's give it a try. Okay. Up there in proof, I'd probably guess around 100. You know what's funny? Y'all said the Bibb and Tucker was Dickel, right? I thought this was Jim Beam at first on the nose in the beginning of the palate, but then it went Dickily. So maybe that's something I got to be aware of. Some Dickel can taste like Jim Beam. This one tastes more like Dickel than the other one. It has that finish of that little minerality that a Dickel product typically has. But it's really nice up front. I do prefer the Bibb and Tucker to this one. Again, I'm not supposed to compare these. That's not the goal tonight. But yeah, this actually, I'm not offended by that. Speaking of Dickel, my patrons got an early sneak peek at my new review of Bardstown Bourbon Company, The Prisoner release, a second release of The Prisoner. Just swallow your whiskey before you talk. If you want to get access to my videos early, you can join Patreon, patreon.com/bourbonbites. I think I have a thing here. Yeah, there we go. So you can get access to our after party and our early reviews, but that's going public for everyone else tomorrow. Patrons just got it this morning. So, yeah, I think it tastes like Dickel. Finish is great. As I choke on it, it's still in my throat. I'm not upset by that. I don't love the palate. That's a solid whiskey. I'm not gonna let my opinions on Dickel influence my thoughts on this whiskey. I'm gonna give that. I think the nose is the weakest point. Which one was this? 04? Yeah. No, that was not 04. It was 03. Nose is the weakest point. I'm gonna give the nose a. No, the nose wasn't that bad. I'm not gonna lie. The nose was a B. Taste. That's a tough one. I want to say C. It's like a C.5. It's like in between a B and a C. You know what? I'm not gonna let my bias influence me. I'm gonna give it a B too. It's gonna be B's across the board. I think it's Dickel, but it's a pretty decent expression of Dickel. Does have a bit of that minerality though. Let's go and reveal what this one is. This is 00203. Aha. Okay. So this is still Bibb and Tucker. Small batch, 6-year, $50. That definitely. Y'all said Bibb and Tucker was Dickel. Now, are we sure that all Bibb and Tucker is Dickel? This is an important question because that was screaming Dickel. But that 10-year was borderline beam. But you know what? I said the nuttiness is across the board with both of those. Yeah, I don't. Truth be told, I wanted to give that a C on the palate, but I thought that was just me being biased because I don't typically like George Dickel. I thought that's what it was. So I was trying to be fair and not let my bias influence this. So, you know what? Good for them. I'm not upset by that. The polite version, I ain't mad about that. All right, it is Dickel. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that definitely was Dickel. 10 years Dickel as well. Thank y'all for verifying that. Well, it just shows that Dickel gets better with age. Fred says the 10-year goes sour on the finish. Oh, not for me. At least the one that I had, it didn't go sour. Because I did get some of these go sour a bit earlier, but this one didn't. I don't know. It is good training. It's fantastic training against that. By the way, if y'all don't know, I'm going against Chad from It's Bourbon Night next Friday on ADHD Whiskey's channel. Oh, the 6-year goes sour. Yeah. Fred, I agree with that one. But I didn't see the 10-year. No, the 10-year was fantastic. All right. 4 more whiskeys. Time to rinse. Where are we at? We're still at 420. So again, matching all donations tonight through Super Chat. That will go to the National Park Foundation, which they are tripling every donation tonight. So we're going to make a 6 times impact on your money. So $10 Super Chats gets you $60 impact. $5 gets you $30, so on and so forth. Or $1 gets you $6. So that's, again, every amount really does help. All right, bye Brandon. By the way, I'm doing very good with my water intake tonight. modernthirst.com, which, by the way, welcome. Good to see. I think it's the first time seeing you in the chat. Kick Chad's ass. Well, I may kick some ass. Or just get my ass beat, as we talked about on Perry's stream. All right. So let's get to our final 4 here, shall we? I'm almost bloated on all the water I'm drinking tonight. Oh, that water tastes like Dickel. I didn't finish that sample. Dickel water. Not my thing. All right, final 4. Well, let's go and just pick a random one. I'll just do this one. 0020. No, that's been sequential. Let me change it up. All right. God damn it. Y'all, you can't give me these little bottles. I'm too it's not just Cliffy. It's just me in real life. I'm just very clumsy. So when I have a little glass vial, I could not be Adriana, I could not work in a lab. I would break everything. It landed upright though. It landed upright, but I'm so sorry for all the noise if you're wearing headphones. I apologize. I know. Got a face palm from Sofa. Ha ha ha. Dickle water 10 years. Oh God. Oh God. All right. Well, it did not break. We have not had any broken Glencairns or samples tonight. This one's a straight bourbon whiskey. Thank God I got to finally try it without breaking it. All right. It's the ascot, guys. It's the ascot. I can't breathe. It's like as it's slowly coming out of my shirt. All right. Get yourself together. All right. Let's go. 00109. Final 4 whiskeys here tonight. In my lab, most stuff is plastic. You'll be fine. Well, that is fantastic to know. All right. 0109. Cliffy Crash. Maybe. All right. Ooh. That smells like peanut butter whiskey. That smells like Screwball. Okay, that's weird. It's like a dusty kind of Screwball. Is there an aged Screwball? Straight bourbon whiskey. Okay, I'll take their word for it. Wait, which? Yeah, this one. Oh, wait, where I said it? Oh, there we go. Yeah, straight bourbon whiskey. It's like a sour peanut, which doesn't even make sense. It smells pretty young. Does smell pretty young. Let me reset my nose real quick. Keep forgetting to use that. Yeah, that's interesting. I think it's actually grown on me. It's like peanut butter, but it has like a little bit of a funky, like a corn funk. It's not quite Screwball. I was exaggerating a bit, I feel like. I gotta try this one. What is that? Oh, that's weird. It's like sour wood. It's reminding me of something I've had before, but like a candy or a fruit. What the hell is that? You know what this tastes like? This tastes like bamboo. It tastes like sour, like bamboo, like straight up. You just bit a piece of bamboo. I don't know how I feel about that. It's not something I particularly love. That's a weird as hell. That's the one I've drank the most of because I'm trying to figure it out. It's like a green wood. Maybe not bamboo, but like, you know, like when wood is like raw and it's like green a little bit. It's like green sour wood. And I feel like I don't think I've eaten wood, but it's reminding me of the taste of like a freshly broken like twig. I don't love that. I'm not gonna lie, I don't love that. I'm gonna have to give that one where did I put the sample bottle? Which one was that one? Hold on. 00109. Yeah, I don't love that one. Across the board, I don't love that. I'm gonna have to give that a D. I'm not a fan of that one. It's weird. It's not awful. It's just not my thing. That's why it's a D. Sourwood, see your doctor. Another super chat coming in. Donnie, the Linux Cat, says, thanks for doing this with us tonight. Well, thank you, Donnie, for helping keep track of it. We are at $441 of an impact tonight. So appreciate you, Donnie. Thank you for your help with this, and I'm glad you support the cause. All right, we're going to reveal what the hell this one is. Let's just figure it out. That's a weird as hell. It's so weird. All right, let's see what it is. Never heard of it. Have y'all heard of Ken Brown Bourbon? Never heard of it. $45. That is pricey. I would not buy a bottle. Nope. Nope. I don't like that at all. Mm-mm. So we're gonna pass on that. That's how I feel, Fred. I don't recall a specific instance of doing this, but I feel like it's probably happened at some point in my life. Dice says, let's get to $500 impact. Well, what would that take to get to that? Let's see. God, I can't do math that quick. $60. So if we get $10 more, we make a $500 impact tonight. Just $10 more. Now, I'd like to get more, but if we get 10 more, yeah, let's move on for that Ken Brown. Let's go do 00202. Okay. This one is, again, another straight bourbon whiskey. Whew. I'm feeling them, but you know what? I'm feeling pretty confident. I'm feeling pretty not confident. Like this, it's I keep saying it's a training session for Matt's thing, but it's not. It's just a fun experiment, but I'm having fun with it. Hope you guys are having fun for this too. Getting my opinions on random. I think it was Nick earlier said this is a weird flight. Don't throw it at us again. Okay. Yeah, it's a weird flight. It's not meant to like make sense. It's just supposed to be ranked not comparatively, but just on their own. Zophar coming in with the win here. Alfonso, $10 says done. Well, we may not be done. We may, make a bigger impact here tonight. But wow, we hit that. That's awesome. Appreciate that so much. Okay, well, Fred, if you want to, Fred says I'll Venmo you $20 so YouTube doesn't tax it, Fred. So, Fred, if you send it to Bourbon Bites at Bourbon Bites, I still have to pay fees on it. So if you want to send it to my personal Venmo, message me after the stream. I'll give you my personal. I can give you my personal Venmo is at Clifton MCDNL. So if you want to send it that way, you can too. But you got to remind me because I'm trying to keep track of it through the super chats here tonight. So let me know if we do that. All right, here you go. Nick says for drinking Ken Brown $5. Yeah, I think I appreciate that because that was not good. That was not good. And Wesley Zeller again with the super chat here says for the parks. Absolutely for the parks. We are going to wrap up here soon so I can get that in before 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern, just to make sure that triple impact does count. So appreciate that, Wesley. But first, we got this one and the two more. Then we're done. This has got that weird cinnamon thing going for it again. What the hell? Palate's a lot better. I'm just looking at the position. I was going to say this is a Dickel again. It's Dickel again. It's a young Dickel. It's very light. Lowest proof, I think, for sure, of all of it. Not off-putting, though. It's not as off-putting as that other one was. Give yourself a round of applause. I need a sound effect. All right. Fred sent it. Okay, Fred, I'll check that right after the stream. So while this does taste like Dickel again, I think it's good. I'm going to give it the same rating I gave the last one from most likely the same lineup. This is B's across the board. It's good. It's a lot more subtle. Still nutty. Not quite as much like peanut. It definitely tastes younger. Hoping the price helps being a little bit lower. Hoping the price is a little bit lower. But yeah, I'm gonna give that a B. Let's see what that is. I have a feeling it's Bibb and Tucker. Let's find out. 00202. Oh. Huh. Okay. Well, we mixed things up here tonight. This is another redemption product that they redeemed themselves because that first redemption product was awful. I actually like this. I like this. It's wheated bourbon, $46. I thought it was going to be a little cheaper, not going to lie. Okay. I could see where it's wheated now. And I know, yeah, no shit now, you just read it. It had a little bit of that minerality at the finish that kind of reminded me of a Dickel. And I don't think George Dickel makes a wheated bourbon. It's still, even going back to it, it still kind of has that bit. So that would be confusing. Honestly, if Matt and Matt Madness included that one, I would not have guessed a weeded. I would have first said George Dickel Tennessee whiskey. I think it's pretty good. I actually like that a lot. I think it's deserving of the score I gave it. I'm not gonna retract anything. Which when obviously I wouldn't do that because like that's defeats the purpose of it being blind. Thank you, Adriano. Love the idea of a fundraiser. Yes, Donnie said the amount up earlier. We are at 588. Holy crap, you guys. That's awesome. I know that Mother Earth is smiling down on. She's not. I'm an alien, y'all. She's smiling down on us. Oh boy. Okay, two more whiskeys. Let's do them. All right. 00112. Adam says he enjoys the weeded a lot. Oh, I actually, yeah, definitely better than the. What was the other one? The high rye was pretty decent too. That was the malty weird one. Wait, hold on. I'm going back to my. Didn't I just say that the first note I got on that was that same malty cinnamon thing? But then I changed my mind and thought it was Dickel. So I got that in some way. Heather says, I'm back. Sorry, I left to go get lime juice. I listened in the car. Heather, are you making margaritas or cocktails? Sounds like you're making cocktails. You're like, damn it, I don't have any lime juice. We'll go to the store. This sounds like me. Well, Heather, hopefully you share with us on the hangout afterwards. All right. We're going to wrap this up in the next less than 10 minutes. We're going to wrap this up. So let me try 00112. So like I said, last chance to get your donations in so I can donate before the time runs out. All right. 00112 straight bourbon whiskey. Pretty good nose. Honestly, this is actually one of the better noses I've had tonight. The first one was the best thing I've had. It's sad that the first one was so good. This one's similar to the one that I don't remember exactly which one I said earlier was like reminded me of Buffalo Trace. Smells weedy. It smells weedy. Yeah, that's an A nose right now. I'll tell you right now, that nose is really good. Lower proof. No, wait, it sneaks up on you. Proof on that sneaks up on you. I would almost guess this is weeded too. Because there's like a little bit of like a barnyard kind of note there too. Like a hay kind of note. I actually like how that proof snuck up on me. I'm not used to being like surprised by the proof. At first I was like, oh, that's an 86 proof. And like, oh, wait, 95? Oh, 100 maybe? No, I don't think it goes that high. Dare I say I got another A's across the board? No, barnyard like hay. Oh yeah. That one's getting A's across the board. I like that one a lot. I think they did everything right with that one. So the only ones that I've done that with A's across the board, I've done it with the, what did I do it with? I did it with the, I'm just double checking what I did earlier. So this one got A's all across the board. The 291 barrel proof got all A's. What else got all A's? Zero 204. The Bibb and Tucker small batch 10-year got all A's. And yeah, so those two are the only ones that have gotten all A's all the way across. This one's another one. So let's find out what this one was. This one was 112. Seems like there's some redemption seem to enter a lot of bottles here tonight. Now they say this is a barrel proof bourbon, $100. I would venture to guess this tastes weeded. Barrel proof. If the proof sneaks up on you, I swear. Oh, Nick, sorry, no, this wasn't the 291. I was just going back to see what all scored all A's. So William Davler with another $20 super chat. William, you are killing it. I appreciate it so much, man. We are up to $672 impact tonight. That's awesome. Appreciate you and everyone else here tonight. $672 of an impact we're making tonight. Can we get to 1,000? I'm just kidding. We have 4 minutes. It's not going to happen. Appreciate y'all so much. That one's good. That redemption barrel proof is really good. What did I say? So I said that was all A's. What was the 00202? Sorry. I didn't write these down, so. The weeded, 03 and 04. Yeah, I think this is fantastic. It's better than the wheated. All right, let me hide that. We're almost done, guys. One more whiskey. One more whiskey. All right. So, it's not wheated. They have MGP 21%. There's right. Oh, interesting. Well, wrong on that one. Again, thank God I'm not trying 12 whiskeys during Matt Madness. All right. So let's go ahead and do our final whiskey of tonight. This is 00205. This one's another light one here. It's like a what is that in the glass? It looks buggish. Yeah, we're not going to finish this one. We're just going to have a little sippy sip of this one. There's a little floaty thing, and it looks like it has legs on it. Oh, shit, where'd it go? Okay, it's still there. It's still at the bottom. Yeah, we're just going to pour a little bit of this one. Not quite feeling that. There's a bunch of, what do you call them? Fruit flies? Like the like... So those are around in California, so I don't blame them for it. But, like, I don't like it being in my whiskey. No, that's not barrel char. There's legs. There are legs for days. All right, let's go ahead and pour a little, just a little bit of this one. All right, it's still in there. It's still in there. All right. So this is the final whiskey of the night of this competition. We're going to find out what it is and how it does. Before we drink this, I do want to say thank y'all again for hanging out this late with me. This is like the longest stream I've done in a while. I do these on Thursday nights. They're normally only an hour long. So if you are interested and you're free on Thursday nights, make sure to hit subscribe and the like button while you're down there. I love hanging with y'all every Thursday night. Also, Saturday nights, we do something a little different. Sometimes we do a gaming stream. Sometimes we do blind flights. Not sure what we're doing this Saturday, but next Saturday, I'm probably going to have the shelf turds on. We're going to play some classic Super Nintendo or Nintendo games. So stay tuned for that. But appreciate y'all chilling out, hanging out, and hope to see some of you. Hope to see a lot of you at our after party hangout for patrons only tonight. So free Fiverr. Oh, Wesley, no. Okay, smells a little crafty on the nose. It smells hot. It smells high proof. A little acetone there. Yeah, that smells hot. I'm not getting much off of it. I'm getting some oak and I'm getting some heat. Let's go ahead and try it. Cheers, y'all. Appreciate y'all for sticking around again. That is not high proof. That's actually that is low proof. What on earth? That is the most shocking. The nose is awful. The nose smells like it's going to be a really hot whiskey. Maybe it's the bug. The bug is adding that flavor. Oh, man, that nose is not good. That nose is a D. That's a D on the nose. It does redeem itself later on, though. D on the nose. That's not much more than 80 proof. Maybe 86 max. I mean, let me try the Buffalo Trace, which is, what is Buffalo Trace, like 90? Yeah, that's the first time Buffalo Trace has tasted hotter than something. I would guess 86 proof on that. I get the taste and a finish. There's not really much of a finish either. Nose is a D. Taste is a D. Finish is actually pretty nice. I'll get the finish a B. I think actually for something that tastes so low proof, that's a really nice finish. That's the weirdest one. I've never rated a finish much higher than the palate, but that's what that's really giving me. It has a nice finish. It just doesn't taste very good. Fuck it. Wait, let me change that again. Try not to be too harsh, y'all. It's consumer based, you know. And I'm thinking there could be people that are doing this that don't know shit about whiskey that just did this like, oh, that sounds fun, and they just think it all burns. They give everything an F. So I got to think there's gonna be biased people in here. There's also gonna be the opposite. Like everything's amazing. They give it all A's. I bumped up my tasting score to a C. So aroma is a D, taste is a C, finish is a B. So again, not as bad as I thought it was originally. But let's go ahead and reveal what this whiskey is. Our final whiskey of the night, 00205. Oh, okay. Okay. Is this a Total Wine brand? Is Swan still here? Is this a Total Wine brand? Or I know they sell it at Total Wine. I've heard of it. I think it's not worth $55 at all. I would have guessed like 30, and I still wouldn't buy it for 30. I'm just being honest. I don't particularly. Wait, what did Mike Meyer win? Was there a giveaway earlier? What happened? I mean, I don't have a giveaway tonight. I wish I did, but we're giving away tonight all of the money towards National Park Foundation. I'm very confused by this win. It's not a win, but yeah, it is a fancy bottle. I've been told to stay clear. Yeah, I don't particularly. Okay, so Swan, thank you, Swan. It says it's not a Total Wine brand. They have a wild backstory and it's all Barton sourced. Yeah, didn't love that one. But those are my results. I will, when I'm posting the replay of this, I will. Nah, I won't do it. Normally, I will list like what whiskeys I'm trying at each level, but I'm like, people might want to watch it blind. I don't want to spoil it for them, so won't do that. But appreciate y'all sticking around tonight. I'm glad that I had a chance to try some of the amazing offerings from Biv and Tucker and Redemption. Redemption redeemed the hell out of themselves because their other releases were so much better. So our total contributions tonight to the National Park Foundation, we are donating of our own money. We are donating after my match. So with your super chats and my match, we are donating basically $224. I'm going to account for what YouTube would take. Donnie's helping me out with the math there. But after the National Park Foundation board tripling that amount, we are making a $672 impact here tonight. So I'm so glad we were able to do this. I'm glad I was able to incorporate the charity into that. It honestly wasn't originally part of the plan. But once I remember that it was Earth Day, I'm like, I got to do something. I can't just like sit here and drink whiskey. So we made a big impact tonight. Let me know if y'all want to do more charity stuff. I would love to do it more often. I love giving back, especially when it's thanks to you guys helping make it happen. So let me know if you want to see more of that. But I will see you guys on Saturday. Like I said, I don't know what we're doing. Gonna figure it out. But then otherwise, I'll see you on Thursday where I'll be on with Matt from the Whiskey Crusaders doing a Texas whiskey flight. Then Friday, y'all are going to see a lot of me next week, I'll just say. Then Friday, you're going to see me on with Matt Madness at ADHD Whiskey competing against the one and only Chad from It's Bourbon Night. And then next Saturday, we're going to be on with the Shelf Turds. We're going to do a gaming session. So it's going to be a really fun session coming up here soon. Thank y'all again so much for your donations. I'm going to tap out so I can get these donated, and then I will join y'all soon. Everyone that's $10 and up on Patreon is going to join our, not everyone is going to, but y'all can join our after party hangout on Discord. I will be there shortly. I'm going to figure out like what credit card and stuff I'm going to use for the donation. Then we're going to hang out. We're going to chill. So y'all feel free to get started. Happy Earth Day. Until next time, this has been Bourbon Bites Whiskey Reviews with a gaming and judging twist. Cheers with the neat glass, which by the way, still a fan of. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, drink more bourbon. Oh yeah, Chad, coming for your brand, dude. Watch out. Be careful. Cheers.